Good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Today is Monday, August 30th, 2021. I cannot believe that the summer is almost officially over. Next Monday is Labor Day, and summer is officially over, unofficially. But it's 78 degrees right now in the beautiful state of New York. Sorry, I'm being sarcastic there. It's not a beautiful state. It's a blue state. But regardless, we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about a service call I'm going to right now. Recently purchased a house. Guy's a very nice guy. He actually does my homeowner's insurance, my auto insurance, my business insurance, all the umbrella policy. He basically does all my insurance except my group health care plan for my business. Does it all. He's a great guy, but he just bought this house. It's kind of like a mini McMansion. I would say around 4,500 square feet. He has a total of 5 central air systems. He's got a Whale McLean Ultra 3 $299 in the basement with like a 125-gallon indirect water heater. He's got a big house. And he's got this kitchen and living room area that since he moved in, you know, it's just always on, and it doesn't really ever get below 73 degrees. He goes, Mike, you gotta help me out. And it's like, you know, I had to, you know, this HVAC guy that the contractor uses who has helped me renovate the house, and, you know, he said that, you know, there's really nothing that he can do. I don't know. So let's go see what's going on. And make sure you thumbs up this video, subscribe. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers. We're gonna have an awesome giveaway. And check us out on Discord and WhatsApp. Links in the description box down below. And of course, you want stickers? Email me, Mike at mikeypipes.com. Details in the description box down below. All right, let's get on with the show. All right, it's me, Mikey Pipes. I got Daniel inside balancing out airflow for this house. We have a total of 5 condensers. I got 2 here. There's like an airflow. This is a ream type of model. And we have 3 on the other side. This one in particular, she's wearing a fur coat. Let's do the full disassembly and cleaning. All right, I already disconnected my condenser fan wire. The brown wire went to the capacitor fan. Black went to, we'll call this L1. And the orange went to C on the condenser fan, on the dual capacitor right there. All right, now that that's disconnected, I'm gonna take off the top panel of this unit. Take a look at the condenser fan motor. I have rust, but I don't have any sign of oil leakage. It's a good thing. All right, now that the condenser fan motor is removed, I can give you a sneak peek of what's going on inside there. As you can see, we got a lot of dirt, a lot of debris, leaves inside the base of the condenser, and everything else appears to be nothing out of the ordinary. All right, let me get a little bucket and pick up the leaves. All right, got my Ferguson bucket in here. You know, this stuff turns into mulch. All this organic debris, the leaves, turns into mulch, and then eventually going to start to rust out the steel base of this condenser. So I like to clean these out, make sure we get everything out of there. All right, and then when we take the rest of it apart, we'll hose it down with the hose. Well, with the hose. The hose. Here's the bucket. All right, since I've been out here, the contactor is now pulled in So we have a call for heat. And basically what that means is that the thermostat RC, right, is sending 24 volts, or actually 26 volts, to Y, the Y circuit, which comes out here, and the opposite wire would be common, or the C wire, that neutral. And that's how this contactor closes. It gets 26 volts from the thermostat, from RC to Y, and then pulls in this. As long as the other things in the circuit, like a emergency pan float switch or condensate float switch in line, as long as everything else is okay, low pressure switch, high pressure switch, for example, and the outdoor unit, that will prevent the contactor from closing if there is a condition. Can now get a closer view of the fur coat that she's wearing. Look at that. Just look at this. Crazy. All right, I still gotta take the other panel off. All right, so let's take another closer look at this. This is that one side that I thought I wasn't gonna take off because it looked kind of clean, but if you ain't using your eyes, then you ain't doing a job. But take a look at all this. It's filthy, absolutely filthy. I swear, I'm a magnet for fur coats. My wife doesn't even want a new fur coat. Actually, that's a lie, she does. Let's see, had a great summer. Maybe she'll get a gift from Mikey Pipes. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna get my brush. I'm gonna get my hose. I'm gonna get the Blue Bright, the spray gun, the applicator, and we're gonna clean all this up. Stay tuned. All right, I got my brush. I'm gonna brush this thing down first. Should be wearing a mask, but I left it at home. All right, let's focus on the other sides. Look at that mountain of fur I just took off. Crazy. Crazy. All right, let's focus on the other side. Gotta be very careful. The coil looks like it's starting to flake. I don't know if you guys can see that in the video, but I'm not applying that much pressure. I'm letting the brush, which is kind of firm, but not too firm, and not too soft, but I'm just using the brush, the weight of the brush, to get in there and just remove just the accumulation across the coil. As you can see that fine little silvery stuff? That's the coil starting to crumble apart. Let's get this right there. So now that most of the buildup, the fur, has been removed, now we're gonna get the hose out and start treating it. All right, this is basically the last of the new bright that I have. As I said in the beginning of the season, I was getting the new bright. I gave Daniel the other one, by the way, so I gotta put this together. I gave, what the hell? Am I retarded? Yeah, I'm retarded. I gave Daniel the other gun, and let's get this one situated. We have help to fill it up first. But this is the last of the New Bright. As I was saying, in the beginning of the season, I bought several cases of New Bright by New Calgon because that's what I used up until someone on YouTube, Rocco's laughing at me, and so someone on YouTube told me about Viper, refrigeration technology. So now I use that all the time. But I still have to run out of my New Bright, which I'm doing right now. See? He's recording me, I'm recording him. It's me, Mikey Pipes, and this is Rocco.
Tripod in his pocket.
Tripod. Rocco is the owner of RSM Custom Home Buildings. He builds Taj Mahals.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
What are they? McMansions? They're McMansions? You know they're Taj Mahals. What's the smallest one? 11,000 square feet? All right, let's get the shot. All right, I'm going to try to give you guys a good angle here while I rinse this off. Just going to do a quick rinse first. All right, let's do a quick rinse. We'll do that first. And then we're going to apply the New Bright. All right. All that dirt coming right off of here. Dirt flying right off that foil. Look at that. Look at that. Again, quick little rinse. Quick little rinse is all we're doing right now. Just get some water on the coil. Just to get some water on the coil. All right. Now, I'm going to set this. I'm going to put this on A, setting A, if you guys see that. And this 3/4 of a container should be enough to wash this thing down. Let me just turn this a little bit. Let me get a better angle. There, perfect. Gonna get that in there. Gonna do it quick. Don't want to run out of the New Bright. And this was the worst side, by the way. So getting in there, the extra bit right there. Yeah. All right. And just a quick little thing on the outside, just to get some more penetration. All right. And to get some more penetration on this. All right, now you want to make sure you rinse this out very well. So what I normally do, I rinse this out very well and then do a full rinse cycle. I'll show you. Rinse this out pretty well. See? Nice and clean now. So now I'm going to put the attachment back on and just run that until it's empty. All right, while I'm rinsing, take a look at the coil. I don't know if you guys can see it in the video, but that foam is turning into a tan color. That's all the dirt coming off. It's eating all that dirt. See that? It's eating. And then we'll have great pressures. We'll have good heat exchanging going on outside in this coil once we're done putting this thing back together. All right, guys, it's been about 15 minutes or so, and I'm gonna start working on cleaning out, thoroughly rinsing the system. Again, slow and steady wins the race. But you really want to do a very thorough job of cleaning it You want to make sure that you get all of this chemical off of the system, while also making sure that all the dirt that is preventing good heat exchanging is removed. And as you can see, looks like most of the dirt was just superficial out on the outside, because the stream of water that I'm seeing right now is pretty clean. So I'm just focusing on getting, I spoke too soon. Look at that. Hold on, let me see if I can get you and feed you people. I don't know if you can see that, but she's not clean. Night and day difference, though. Night and day difference. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let me get the other sides done, and when I'm up to this, I'll shoot some. All right, guys, I'll try to feed you some more. I know you're hungry. This is that last side. The side that had all that dirt on it. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see. That water is not clean. Water's dark. All that garbage coming off. All that dirt. Crazy. I don't know how this thing worked for so long. Amazes me how with little maintenance done, no maintenance done actually, that this thing actually worked. I don't know how that's even possible, but it must have had a tremendous electric bill. Tremendous. Because this system was just running and running and running and running and running. And not really cool in the house, you know? Not really cool in the house. So now, she's clean. She's clean. Look at that. Look at that night and day difference. All right, let's take a look. Look at that night and day difference, ladies and gentlemen. Night and day difference. Look at that. We've been here a little over an hour. Coil's nice and clean. Sorry about the background noise, ladies and gentlemen. This other central air system, 1 of 5 in this house, is running, but she is nice and clean. I have to get a little bit more right there on the bottom, the chassis of this. But other than that, she's clean. Wow, night and day difference. And I can't wait to see the system pressures once this thing is up and running. Once I put all this back together, I'm sorry I didn't get any video of the pressures before I started. I didn't think this was going to be a video until I saw how much dirt was on the coil. So, respect. You respected St. Mike, and you be quiet because I'm talking. That's right. All right, everything's back together. Damn iPad. I left over here and it got soaked, but she will survive. All right, take a look at our pressures. My Elitech, got the EMG 40V. I am beta testing and trying out. I wouldn't say beta testing. I am product reviewing this. Elitech is a corporate sponsor of the channel, and this video is sponsored by Elitech. All right, I have a this just came on, but I got the hoses. Now, a couple observations with these wired temperature clamps. There's an arrow right there. The arrow should be pointed towards you when you plug this in on both sides. Very, very easy, not too bad. I did have difficulty getting a correct pressure reading on the high side. I needed to take a pair of channel locks to the hose going onto the service port in order to get a reading. It just wasn't catching. The hose was not hitting the Schrader pin. Now maybe the Schrader pin is in too deep, but it appeared to be fine for me. So I got to change refrigerant now. Let's go to R410A, which is not there. Let's see, R410A, boom, done. Let's go back. Okay. So now we'll have correct or better subcooling and superheat values. Now again, the system just came on. I I got a little bit of, obstruction on top, but night and day difference. I was almost at 375 PSI before when I first turned it on, and then after 10 minutes, it was a little over 400 PSI on the high side, and that's before disassembling this thing, spending about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. You're taking this thing apart and putting it back together. So let's let this run for a little bit and come get back. All right, I'm sorry about the background noise, guys, but I got both condensers running. Here are my pressures, much better. I ended up adding 0.7 lbs, or 0.7 pounds of R410A. And I'm pretty confident we're going to stay around 8 degrees. That's what it asked for, so that's where we're going to be at right now. Everything else looks good. 117 low, 327 high, 7.7 degrees subcoolant. She's bouncing around. Look, almost 8. There we go. There we go. You see? I know what I'm doing, generally. All right, so we finished up. Got everything up and running. She's clean. I gotta throw in some service port caps there. I think I lost them. So we put on new caps and then say hi to Daniel. He's upstairs. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. Took me about an hour and 45 minutes start to finish. Almost 2 hours actually start to finish to initially diagnose, disassemble, and then reassemble the entire system. As I mentioned, Daniel was also at the job site working on air balancing. The client had a few issues with different parts of the house. Too much air, not enough air. He uncovered a bunch of things, and he'll take care of that, separate from this issue that they were having with the living room and kitchen zone. But let me get your thoughts and feedback down in the comment section down below. If you would have done anything differently, or would you have not removed all the panels and just washed from inside out with water? If you used the Viper, if you used the new Calgon, the Blue Bright, or would you just use like detergent and soap? What would you have done? All my HVAC professionals out there. Let me get your thoughts, feedback, even criticism down in the comment section down below. All right? And if you'd like any hats, Pipe Doctor custom flex fit embroidered hats or t-shirts, they're available in large and extra large. Details in the description box down below. And of course, stickers. Make sure you join us on Discord and check us out on WhatsApp. All right. Hope you guys are having a great day, evening, afternoon, night, wherever you are. Hope God is blessing you, taking care of you, and that you're providing for you and your family and staying safe out there. All right. Mikey Pipes signing off.